Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Virgo for the middle of March. Now Virgo, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Virgo, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone that is not me, that's someone impersonating me, please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if you watch my content regularly and you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. All right, let's go ahead and make sure everything is in view here, and then we'll get right into it for you. I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Justice card. So Justice card can be a really nice energy to find. At the end of the day, the Justice card says that all parties will get the outcome that they deserve. And so this truly is one of the major cards. This and the Judgment card are the major cards of karma in the tarot. You can see here the scales on the card, which can indicate balance, but they can also indicate karma in the tarot. And this is the karmic scales balancing out and tipping in one direction. By default, this would suggest that they are tipping in your favor. However, you have to understand that with the Justice card, it really is about the actions that you've taken up to this point, the choices that you've made up to this point. That's going to be the determiner for where the scale tips, right? In what direction the scale sort of shifts for you. And so this is a really nice energy if you have acted with integrity, if you have done the things that you know you need to do. If you have not, it can be a bit of a challenge, or it can be a bit of a wake-up call. And it's just there to show you where maybe you can improve, maybe you can grow, and maybe where you can get better. But the Justice card is also about Libra energy. This can literally be a card of Libra, which Virgo is the sign that comes after you on the zodiac wheel. And so, for some of you, there's this situation around balance here as well showing up. I'll be interested to see what we get about that even more as we go along. So let's go ahead and dive into that now. So in the overall message here, you do have this Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords represents an ending happening in your life. It does say that this is completely done. It's an inexorable ending, okay? It's a change that's happening in your life, and it does say that the door has slammed shut. The door is closed when you get the Ten of Swords. However, this also says that there's an opportunity to release yourself from what is no longer serving you. It says that you are able to see that there is new hope on the horizon, potentially as you go through a period of change, or as things begin to change, things begin to shift for you. This Ten of Swords says, yeah, one chapter is ending, but there's also a new chapter beginning, okay? And it can also suggest that potentially the worst is behind you, although it is showing up in this current row, in this current situation row. So some of you may be in the middle of this. What could be happening here with this Ten of Swords and the Justice card, that's Swords energy, it's air energy, because Swords is obviously air, and then the Justice card is obviously Libra. And so when you get a situation like that, what could be happening here is, you may be coming to a realization about a choice that you've made in the past, because you have the Six of Cups below it. There could also be a realization that's happening around a choice that someone else in your life made, and now there's karma being sort of rendered here. So let's see what else we have. So in the past, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Nine of Wands. So this Five of Pentacles here, this is about potentially loss, okay? In this upper row, for me, this is around mindset. This upper row is the row of your thoughts. The Five of Pentacles talks about potentially you dipping into scarcity thinking, scarcity mindset, as it is in the upper row. Now, this is in the past. I feel like maybe some of you here, for some of you, the past has been, there have been some financial challenges in the past, But the thing is, it's what is really nice here with this 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords into the 9 of Pentacles diagonal here, is that this is behind you. The worst here is behind you. As you have this 5 of Pentacles in the past, some of you are acquiring a new shift in mindset. Some of you are acquiring a new mindset when it comes to abundance, when it comes to money, when it comes to getting your needs met. And you're realizing that that is no longer where you want to be going. The way that you thought about money in the past is no longer where you want to be going. And instead, you're embracing some sort of new start here when it comes to your money situation. So it's very nice for that. Now, you also have this Magician card, which is all about manifestation. The magician takes all of the tools that they have at hand and uses those tools to manifest something big into their life. It's a huge manifestation happening. And really what this says is that you already have all of these tools, you have the skills, you have the talent, you have the knowledge, you have the ability that you need to bring something into existence. The thing is, this is about willpower, okay? So the magician's problem is not skill. The magician's problem is not knowledge or resources. The magician has all of those. The problem for the magician is actually doing it, okay? It's acting. Interestingly enough, this is also the planet of Mercury. Libra, a good communicator. You also have Swords, which is about communication, and now you have this Mercury energy here. Something around communication. For me, I think this is you and your communication towards self around money is what you're looking to change, what you're looking to shift at this time. You do have this 9 of Wands, which talks about persevering, getting towards the end of, really crossing the finish line here. When you have the 9 of Wands, you haven't yet, but it is in the past. You will be crossing it here with the 10 of Swords, although it's in a different suit. 10s do represent completions in the tarot. The 9 of Wands is telling you to not give up here. So the past has been maybe a little bit of a struggle for you, but at the same time, woven in between that is the Magician's energy, which says that you are resourceful, you are skilled, you are knowledgeable, and you have the ability to manifest. In your current situation, you have the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and the 6 of Cups. So we talked about this 10 of Swords representing an ending happening in your life. This 2 of Swords says that potentially, you're in the dark maybe about something. And this 2 of Swords can say that, this can bring up issues around indecision or indecisiveness. When you get this energy, you can see that this person's blindfolded. They are not able to see the road ahead. This can also talk about an injustice when you get it, especially when you get it paired with the Justice card. And so, whether it's you having done that or someone else, it really depends, but there may have been an injustice in your life that may have happened here. And this may be heavy on your mind as it is in the upper row here. I do feel like you're getting clarity. You are getting, what is the term that I'm looking for? You are getting, not clarity, you're getting resolution. You're getting resolution on this injustice that may have happened because you have the 10 of Swords paired with it. And this is clearly something that has happened here in the past with the 6 of Cups energy. The 6 of Cups is anything relating to the past. It can literally mean nostalgic energy. And it could represent an ex-partner or an ex-relationship from your past, but it could also just be anything from your past that's coming back in, which is very clear here. It could be around money for some of you. I also feel like maybe some of you have Libra placements, or you may be a late degree Virgo as well. I don't know why I feel like just saying that. I know I am talking to Virgos, but I do feel like maybe some of you are going to resonate with that. Now, in the future, you have the 3 of Wands, the Temperance card, and the 9 of Pentacles. So what I really love here is this diagonal that's showing up. Actually, both are pretty promising. You have the challenge of the past here with the 5 of Pentacles. You have you crossing the finish line here. Yeah, it may be an ending. But in the outcome, you have this 9 of Pentacles here. Diagonals in this spread are directions that you are headed. Okay? And so for you, the outcome here in this direction is the 9 of Pentacles, which is about financial independence and being able to have all of your needs met. It's a very nice energy for that to find. And in fact, this is a major card of abundance as well, in that this person here on this card has everything that they need. They have this investment vehicle, which is represented by this bush, that regenerates pentacles, right? And so you can think of this bush here, or this plant, or whatever it is, as a passive income, or as an investment that appreciates in value or something like that, right? And so when I get the Nine of Pentacles, to me, it's about financial independence, but it's also about making wise investments, maybe even something that appreciates or even gives you some sort of a, dividend or passive income or something like that. So it's a very nice outcome here for you. You do have this Three of Wands in the other direction here. The Three of Wands is growth and expansion. It's taking something to the next level. It's kind of looking out to the future and realizing that you have the entire ocean in front of you. It's getting that far away look in your eyes. It could also represent adventurous energy. It could represent travel. It could represent going in a new direction. And then you have this Temperance card as well, which is Sagittarius energy, but it's really the energy of healing, of patience, of balance, of moderation. And, situations turning around. The Temperance card can represent a turnaround because it comes after the maybe change or the transformation of the Death card. You do have a change here with the Ten of Swords next to it. And so, you have the outcome here is amazing with the Three of Wands, the Temperance, and the Nine of Pentacles. You couldn't ask for a better outcome in this case because the past has maybe been, there may have been challenges here in the past for many of you, but this situation here is, there's something good. The future is bright for you. There's something good to look forward to for many of you here. So let's go ahead and start to clarify. So you have the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands, the Strength card, and the Empress. Okay, very nice. So definitely good clarifications to find. So this Strength card here, this is Leo energy. You can also see the infinity sign above this person on the Strength card. Infinity is, power, right? This says that this person on this card has an infinite number of power or has an infinite amount of power to be able to bring something around. The Strength card represents overcoming internal obstacles. And, at the end of the day, if we can overcome the internal obstacles, the internal demons, the things that we need to work through internally, then we can really face anything in this lifetime. We can really overcome any obstacle if we can work through the internal situations. And that's what's coming forward for you here with this Strength card. Now you have this Empress as well with the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, amazing. The Empress is all about resourcefulness. With that, it is the most abundant card to find in the tarot. It says that you have not only everything you need, but you also have an abundance of everything that you need. When you get the Empress energy, it's Venus energy, which is about luxury and wealth and the finer things in life. It can absolutely represent some sort of money, or it can also represent abundance generally, which is really just your ability to receive. The Empress, though, is also about fertility, and it says that you may be planting a seed today that grows into something big, like this Nine of Pentacles card here. Remember I talked about how this bush grows pentacles over and over again. Well, that bush had to be planted at some point, right? And so for you, it's like this planting the seed. The Knight of Pentacles is a financial event. I do feel like the past here with the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, there's been a challenge for some of you in the past around resources or money or something. I do get the sense that you have the ability to change that. I do feel like some of you are recognizing that the choices you make are important here. With the Justice card, are you going to budget and plan and save instead of maybe buy something you don't need? Or, are you, looking at your money situation? Those sorts of things that I see you doing here. This Knight of Pentacles says that you may want to make practical, hardworking choices at this time, and you could. The Queen of Wands is about being your authentic self, being confident, being powerful, being courageous, similar to the Strength card, being unequivocally the Queen of Wands, being unequivocally Virgo. So I really like this. Let's see what else you have. So you have Thief, Thoughts, Mature Man, Pathway, Imprisonment, and Concern. It's the I just combine those two words, Thief and Thoughts. I combine those two words into a new word. Thief and Thoughts. This is important because you are robbing yourself. The negative thoughts that you may have around finances, around getting your needs met, are robbing you of your current ability and your current happiness, your current ability to build something. In fact, you may even be constructing a thought imprisonment here with this Imprisonment card, but there's a new pathway opening. With this Concern energy, this is about rumination and anxiety, working through this Thief, Thoughts, Imprisonment, Concern situation, acquiring a new perspective, a more mature perspective on getting your needs met, on making investments, on leveling up in some ways, opening up this pathway for you. So this is incredible. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you in the next reading.